Hey dudes and chicks, and neither of those rules don't apply to you. Welcome back for last time. My name is Katie. Today I'm going to be continuing with my 2021 makeup roundup. I promised you guys that I would be using the palettes that I bought in 2021, and a lot of you guys were super excited about it, so I'm going to press on with that. Today, guess what palette I used? Just guess. I used the Path of the Dark Side palette by Notoriously Morbid, and honestly, I chose this one. I'm like fucking got a total boner for the Bad Witch palette, but I'm wearing my Slipknot shirt. So, and my gray jeans and my boots. So I just thought, you know what palette do I have that would match my Slipknot shirt? And I was like, oh my God, this matches my Slipknot shirt perfectly. So I decided to bust out a look with this, which will be great because one of my subscribers just made a comment about this video yesterday. So I'll leave my video for this, the look I did with this, in the cards. And I moved my monitor. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I changed my setup a little bit so it's a little bit more spacious, and my monitor is like sitting right in front of me. So I'm like, when I'm not wearing my makeup, it's like super easy for me to like stay focused on you guys, and I'm like in it, right? But when my makeup's on, I'm like, oh my God. If you guys are interested in seeing me do another look with this palette and hearing some more thoughts on this palette and kind of me just like getting a rough idea of how I'm going to rank these motherfuckers, then hang out. Or if you want to see how I got this look, which you do, because this palette is a good time. Okay, I'm going to start with my Made by Mitchell ME1. So I'm going into Sixth Sense, but that's not what it says. It says Sixth Sense or Sinus or something. So I don't know if that's a spelling error or what, but I just realized. Anyway, I'm going in and I'm just going to start building this. Dragging it through my crease and into my inner corner. This is going to be a really easy look because I'm just packing this along above my crease. And I'm gonna run this up to my brow because I love that shit. And then just blending out these outer edges. Make sure there's no harsh lines. Diffusing it. So I primed with my Old Lady primer. No, I primed with my Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion because I just been trying to do some different shit. I know that isn't a good measurement of the products if I'm like using different shit, but also you get to see like what it works with and what it doesn't. I use the Anti-Aging Primer Potion because it's easy. It's easy. You just throw it on with the doe foot and then tap it out with your finger. I used a brush just to make it fucking harder. So this is the only color that I'm using. Is it? Could be. Looks pretty. Look at this color. It looks nice. It blended really nice. Which I feel like the Urban Decay Primer Potion tends to give me trouble every once in a while. It's really sticky and also has no base. Okay, should I use yeah, I think I'm just going to go in a little tiny bit with this on the lower lid. And so I don't want to leave that flat, even though I kind of do like it flat like that. I don't want to leave it like that. So I'm going to go in with my P. Louise Worldy brush number 143. And I'm going to go into the gray. It's the Sith Please. I'm not sure what the intonation is on that. But I'm just going to place this in the outer V to just barely give me some depth. and then tap that along the lower. And I'm going to take that all the way. Taking it all the way. Going for home. And I'm going to just drag this up. And with my eye open, I'm going to get this dimension right above my crease here so that you can see it. And then I'm just going to kind of give it a little blendy poo on the way down so that when I close my eyes, it doesn't look like a hole. The kick up on this is pretty severe. Those of you guys who haven't used Notoriously Morbid products, they are all handmade, hand pressed. I'm pretty sure I read there are some things that are called, that aren't, they're not made by hand. They're called randoms. If they're referred to as randoms, there's something different about them. But if they're not labeled as randoms, then they're all like handmade, hand pressed. And so that's like one of the things, right? I love that about this brand. That looks fucking good. I want to get in this crease right here and just make sure that I'm good and covered. And then I'm going to go along the lower lid one more time. Just giving it a little tappy. Okay, now I'm going back into Sith Sense. And I'm just going to blend out that edge. I used my Hydromaniac, Urban Decay Hydromaniac primer today. Fuck, it looks good. I noticed that the Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint, it has better coverage and I really like it, but it actually, I think it makes me look a little bit older in my pictures because the coverage is a little bit better. I think this might do the same, but I like the way it looks right now. The finish is fucking flawless. So it looks nice and shiny. I really like my makeup to be shiny and luminous. So I'm just tapping this on the edge and getting this blent out. That looks awesome. I actually want that red to be a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to go in with this brush with no additional product because I don't like it that this isn't like... Now, I had a plan. Let me see if I remember it. Okay, I do. I remember it. Oh, is that going to be too dark? I'm going to use my... Oh, I put it away. I never do that. Ironically, it's the easiest I've ever been able to find my NYX Glitter Primer without having to fucking... And when it's right in front of my face. So maybe I should start putting it away. That's hilarious. Okay, I'm using my P. Louise Cut Crease brush. And I'm just going to go... Doop, 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 doop. And I want a good... I'm going to pull this taut. That was funny. Tap that out. And then with my Jessup 234, I'm going to start out in the color Absinthe Minded. And then I'm going to go into the color Suspicious Minds. And actually, I'm going to pull that color, that gray that I was just using, in a little further. Because I want to add dimension. Now I'm going to go in with that darker color. Ooh, that's like fierce. And now I'm just going to go back and forth between those two colors and kind of... Dang, did I use the wrong? And then I'm going to go like this. I'm going to take this just up to 37 and I'm going to tap into that red. Look at that. Man, that's a good matte red, dude. It just went right over that color like nothing. And then I'm going to take this brush and just kind of pat. Pat. There we go. And then I'm going to go back in with that deeper shade, that gray matte. And I'm just going to pack that. I'm going to use my Kaleidos S4 and I'm going to go into that darker color and just kind of look at that snow. Fuck no, it's not going to come off. Oh well, I haven't put on my blush yet. That's fucking shit. Oh my god, I will freak the fuck out. I can't with that. Fucking amateur. I'm gonna use the color Super Sithish. Shit. And for the brow bone. Oh, what the fuck? I think I might have smoked a little bit of crack this morning on accident. Just kidding. I wouldn't have done it on accident. It would have been on purpose for sure. Okay, that is the finished look. I'm gonna go fix this fucking fuck job and then I'll be back when I'm done. Huh? So this is the manifesto, the pièce de résistance. I use my Rouge and Rogue eye wigs in Slayer. And okay, so I used the Superstitious as my highlighter. And I used my I used my Unearthly Cosmetics in Minerva on my lips and it fucking matches perfect. I was like torn between my Black Moon in the Ashes, which I haven't worn any of the Black Moon lippies that I got from Labor Day weekend or whatever. There was a sale. And Zoe was like, no, Mom, you always wear gray. You should totally wear this one. And it fucking matches perfectly. So, Minerva, and then, oh my God, the blush fiasco was real. I fucked it up, then put more on it, fucked it up even worse. Wiped off my makeup, put on my blush again, and I used the Blursh in Where's the SPF. So I do look a little sunburnt, but I feel like color-wise this matched the best. It looked a little orange, but it's not. And so, anything else? Oh, I just used my Milk Makeup gel liner in Boss, and they don't make these anymore, so great, thanks, Milk, thanks for that. Why don't you take it all away? They don't make the powder anymore, they don't make those gel liners anymore. Oh, excuse me, it was like, that was coming back up, sorry. That was the sound of me almost puking that out of my mouth. So honestly, I fucking thought that this wasn't gonna be black enough, and I busted out my Bright Mattes palette by Beauty Bay to like, augment this palette, like if I needed a helper or an assist or a fucking layup, the alley-oop, right? And no, it's good, and I am a little bit, I wish I wouldn't have put this color on with that other color. I wish I would have just used the one across the lid, but whatever. I feel like using this color made it a little bit too dark for what I was like trying to do. So like it made this darker than this. And if I would have just used this, but these colors are, it's hard to tell what they're going to do because they're so shifty and so dimensional and just super different. Anyway, it's totally dark enough. That gray is totally like, looks so good. And honestly, I know that this look ended up being like kind of similar to the look I did the first time, but it's more red, and I did use more the red than the darker colors, the matte red, and so I feel like it's brighter and definitely looks more Sithy. I look way more Sithy this time. So love this palette, love this brand. I'm just like so excited about this brand. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this look, or if you just like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm, and hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. Also, if you got halfway through this video and you're like, oh my god, she's so pretty until she opens up her big mouth, go check me out on Instagram and just don't read my comments because my captions lately are getting pretty fucking obscene. But you don't have to read them, just don't read them. Just look at the pictures and enjoy, be entertained by the visual depictions of these makeup looks. And if you want to hear more of my filthy fucking mouth, then go to my Patreon and check out my Patreon because I'm going to be doing more content there that's a little bit more verbose and profane and controversial, all those things that you guys know and love about me. So thank you so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here wasting your time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later.